Yo, YouTube, you know this is your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment. Welcome back to another video on my channel, and welcome back to the last ever video for the How to Become a DJ in 2021 video series. And that is booking your first gig. Because after you bought your gear, you download your software, and you download your music, you're ready to be booked your first gig. And as a beginner DJ, I highly suggest you start off small and then work your way up to the top. Like company events, school events, weddings, and then if you want to move, even further up and do things like, club events, that will work as well. But before that, you have to start at the very, very bottom, which is parties and private events from friends or family, because that's where most people start off. Especially with family events, like 4th of July, if you are a DJ in the States, we have 4th of July coming up in the next week or so. And then for those who live other places like Russia or, the United Kingdom or wherever, wherever in the world you guys are, you can still do backyard parties, you can do birthday parties, you can do, just any type of party or event you can think of around your area. And it'll help you a lot getting your foot in the door, get you some experience as a DJ. And then pretty soon you get booked company events, school events, weddings, the list goes on and on. See, I started off with birthday parties and then went towards my family's holiday parties in 2009, 2010. When we got a bigger yard, we were able to have holiday parties like 4th of July, Halloween, Christmas, whatever the case may be. But I think we barely had any Christmas parties out in our backyard because it's always cold that time of year. But most of the holiday parties we would have out there is 4th of July and Halloween. And then, I would stop DJing for the rest of the year. And then I started to move up to church events in 2018 when my church was nice enough to book me for a block party. At that time, I didn't have nothing. And that's where part one comes in, and that's building your setup from the ground up. See, as a beginner DJ, as a starter DJ, it's always good to start off with whatever you can afford or whatever you have on hand to begin with, and then you can move up to better gear as you progress. So that's how you would get started booking, getting your first gig. You would use whatever you have on hand, because I actually started out with whatever I had on hand, which was a boombox and a CD collection. And then I moved up to the iPod, the MP3 player, my computer, the iPhone, whatever device I had on hand that played music, I would use at my parties and at my events until 2018, when I got my Numark Party Mix. Oh man, I'll never forget that controller. Bought on the 28th or 29th of June. And that's when I knew I wanted to become a DJ full time, because of that block party. And it all ties in together of becoming a DJ. Everything from the gear to your software to your music and so much more. And of course, getting booked your first gig. So yeah, I started doing church events in 2018, and then that led to doing the Adventure Beach Kids Camp Family Night, to doing the Bison Trikes Parade, to doing a family party for Halloween 2018. We did a Christmas party for 2018 as well at the church. And then that led to me getting recommended to DJ a summer party at a friend of mine house in June 1st, 2019. And this was a friend of mine who went to the youth ministry at my church, and he invited me to his house for a cornhole tournament slash get together slash end of year party. It was a really good time. I got to play music from Spotify through a Bluetooth speaker. And then also led me to doing the church baptism picnic, to doing the family night of 2019, to doing the boat party, which I was already part of the Facebook group. This was a private group. To doing the Venture Beach Game Sunday, which was an end of year party. Then we had our fall kickoff. Then we had a Parents Night Out, which is our special needs ministry. Beach Buddies Parents Night Out, which is our special needs ministry. We had a dance party back in September. And then that led to doing my first ever school event, celebration at Ocean Bay Elementary. It was a academic achievement. It was a rodeo. And then I did my cousin's 15th birthday party, did a Halloween party for the Parents Night Out, for the Beach Buddies Ministry, to doing another game Sunday, to doing a 25th anniversary party. This one I got from a friend of mine that my mom works with at either the fireworks store or Sam's Corner, and they saw me DJ on social media. That is one of the biggest things. That's why you have to have a social media presence. If they can check you out with photos and video, and see how good of a DJ you are, then you'll get booked. And that's how I got my 20th anniversary parties, because of my YouTube channel. Because I was actually showing my friends who I work with at the fireworks store, and of course the fireworks store, and of course Crazy Sam's Crazy Sam's Fireworks and Sam's Corner. People, because they're the same people. I got booked the 25th anniversary party at the Murrells Inlet Church of God, which is a church that one of my friends go to, that my mom works with. The Tribal Wars Family Night, I had to ask for that type of event because we had a new pastor, and he didn't know I was a DJ, but now he knows I'm a DJ. And then we have a Christmas party for both the family, the families of Beach Church, to the student ministry, to the kids. We had 3 Christmas parties in 2019. And that led me to doing my first ever New Year's Eve party, because during that time, I guess because the New Year's Rockin' Eve was was going downhill, and we had to do, we decided to do a New Year's Eve party. So I did that. So I did that event, doing, I guess we forgot to do summer 2019 as well. My dad wanted me to DJ his grand reopening of Food Lion, and it was a luau, and he wanted me to play Hawaiian music, so I did that. And that was sometime in June or July of 2019. And then we started off 2020 with the Beating Her Beast Daddy Daughter Dance, which my friend, the leader of our kids ministry got has a connection with that school, so I got to DJ for River Oaks. So the leader of our kids ministry has a connection with someone at the school, so I got booked that gig. And then, since it was, the middle of COVID, my mom had a crazy idea for me to bring my DJ equipment into the fireworks store and DJ for the customers who go into the fireworks store, and wanted me to do something special for 4th of July and make it, even special, which I think is really neat. And then, of course, in August, to help out the youth ministry, I did a few gigs. I did a few of these types of events, like Beach Church Youth Barbecue, Dodgeball at Beach Church Youth, and the last Beach Church Youth gig before the fall kickoff. This was the last one before the fall kickoff. And then, of course, we had the fall kickoff for 2020, which we did in 2019. This is my second one ever. Being a volunteer that I am, I had to DJ for the fall kickoff. And that's when my computer froze up for the second time ever since Ocean Bay. Yeah, since Ocean Bay Elementary. To, getting booked my first wedding for a friend of mine named Brooke. And she was getting married to Adam, which they both became my friends since then. And then I had my first ever travel gig where I had to go to Darlington and DJ at one of their churches called Dominion Church for their Epic Youth Lock-In, which is their youth ministry. They had to do a lock-in. They wanted me to DJ, so I got to play a lot of Christian music, a lot of good Christian music. This was in November, and then in late December, early January, we had New Year's Eve for 2020 into 2021. And then a day or so after, we had my family's get-together for 2021, January 2nd. And then at the tail end of January into February, we had my cousin Matthew's 9th birthday party. And then in March, they wanted me back at Dominion Church for their Epic Youth Lock-In for 2021. And I did. And then in May, I had 2 weddings. One for Brandon and Ashley, the other for Allie and James, which went really well. And then I went to... I went back to my church for their baptism block party for 2021, and now I'm getting ready to do another wedding, to, doing some, a couple of more church events, to, all those different types of events. As you can see, I'm actually growing as a DJ, all because I asked if they need a DJ, and it really helps. And what I highly recommend doing is going to Vistaprint and making your business cards, which we will do a separate video like that next week. Oh, we can't do it next week because I got kids camp and I got to DJ the family night. So sometime after the 4th of July, I'm going to do a video, I'm going to do an updated video on how to make your business cards and how to advertise as a DJ. Yeah, we're going to do a more interactive, visual tutorial on how to grow as a DJ by advertising through Vistaprint when making business cards, making a t-shirt for yourself to advertise who you are as a DJ, what your company is called, all that kind of good stuff. I just think that's really cool. So, if you get booked your first gig, I will guarantee you will have more gigs coming up. Because once you start getting booked your first gig, and then it'll start going forward, and it'll start growing over time. And then pretty soon you'll be growing as a DJ as well, going from the beginner stage to the intermediate stage to the pro stage. And it'll really help you grow as a DJ and get some experience. But for most of the beginner DJs out there, it's mostly parties and smaller events. Whatever the case may be. You just have to look around for yourself in your local area to get booked your first gig. Whether it's a family or a friend get-together, or a holiday party, or a birthday party, or whatever the case may be, it'll really help you get some experience as a DJ. And that's basically how you get booked your first ever gig. But yeah, I'll never forget getting booked my first gig, which I was actually asked to DJ. I didn't really want to DJ, but I got asked to DJ, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It was just like if I was playing music here in my, in my bedroom or wherever, wherever I was at the time when I play music just by myself. If I can play music for myself, I can play music for a crowd. And then, one gig led to another. That led to DJing my brother's 6th birthday party in 2002. He's now 25 now, and then I started doing, 4th of July parties, Halloween parties, and then I started doing graduation parties in 2013 and 2014. I continued doing birthday parties, whatever my family had at the time. And then I got booked my first church event in 2018, which was a block party, and that led to doing the family night, to the Bison Trikes parade, to going back to doing a family event for Halloween, to doing Christmas at Beach Church for the Adventure Beach Kids Ministry, to doing summer parties, to doing the baptism parties that we do, like the baptism block party or baptism picnic, or whatever you like to call it, because it goes by two names. It goes by the baptism picnic or the baptism block party, to doing family night for kids camp, to doing a boat party, to doing game Sundays, to doing a fall kickoff, to doing the Beach Buddies Parents Night Out at my church, to doing school events, to doing anniversary parties, to doing gigs for my church's youth ministry, to doing school dances, which is still part of a school event, to doing company events, to doing weddings. I'm really growing as a DJ, and you will too if you get booked your first gig. One thing will lead to another, and pretty soon you'll be booked weddings, school dances, other school events, company events, whatever the case may be. It'll really help you out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Till next time, your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment out. Peace.